Alright, now we are ready to write your conclusion because you're done with your discussion and analysis. You should have been done with your findings, 3 findings in phase 2, at the end of phase 2, and now we are ready to write your conclusion. Now, to write a conclusion can be quite difficult, so I actually found a lovely article on WikiHow that can give us some great guidelines. Alright, so the basic thing is that you need to restate your topic and explain why it's important. So you need to say what problem you chose to investigate and why it is important, basically why it's a problem. Okay. Now, something they also say is restate or rephrase your thesis statement. Now, basically our thesis statement would be your focus question, because the idea is that in your conclusion, you actually need to answer whatever you asked in your focus question. So you then need to say, I aim to answer, or you need to restate your focus question in some way or another. Then briefly summarize your main points. So go and read, well, you just did it. I mean, you just did your discussion and analysis. So you really don't need to rewrite a lot. You just give a few short not bullet points, but you write it in a short way. Just a few key facts on why this is such a big issue on the problem, or, you know, how big an issue it really is, just to prove why this is a big problem. The big thing is you need to avoid, and there's actually specifically a mark that says you cannot write new information in your conclusion. If there is new information in your conclusion, you actually lose marks. So please don't write new information now. All of it has to come from the information that is already in your discussion and analysis, mainly. Maybe some of it from your findings, but mostly from your phase 1 research, okay? Then make a call to action if it's appropriate, you know, basically that everyone needs to do their part kind of thing. And, you know, that doesn't really matter too much. But what I also actually liked here was that it's important that your introduction and your conclusion needs to be linked, that, you know, that it needs to come full circle. So your introduction and your conclusion needs to have similar information, you know, it needs to answer each other, and especially the focus question. The conclusion needs to have answers to the problem. That's a big thing. The conclusion needs to contain the key answers to the problem. And then last thing that they had here that was very nice is maybe to pose a question, you know, will we ever fix the problem or something like that, or make a suggestion. So there you go. That's a nice way to write a conclusion. But don't make it too long, just a paragraph, I'd say, with about 4 or 5 lines. That would be good. Just remember, no extra information.